The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Doing the wrap on the Oscars. What do you got?
Well, yesterday was the 97th Academy Awards, which saw Anora dominate the evening. Now, that's the movie about a prostitute.
Sex worker.
Yeah, and apparently it's fabulous.
Well, it was an indie film, and I think it was made with a budget of $6 million and which is like on a shoestring when you're talking about Hollywood movies, and it won 5 of the 6 awards it was up for.
Isn't it like Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Editing and Best Screenplay? The director, Sean Baker, made history, winning 4 Oscars in a single night, tying with Walt Disney for the most awards by a single person in the evening. I wonder if Anora was done on such a shoestring budget and it won everything. What was the budget? I don't know the answer to this, but for Wicked.
Oh, CJ can Google it. It would be...
That would be massive,
Tens
right?
of millions. Tens, maybe even hundreds of millions.
Wicked left with fewer awards, which is a surprise. We kind of thought it was going to win a lot, right?
I think we got an inkling of an idea that it wasn't going to do that well after it wasn't winning any of the Golden Globes and the SAGs, and I just didn't do it for the critics.
So the 2 parts is estimated to be around 300 million. So if you divide that by 2, one movie would then be 150 million.
Oh, great math there from you, CJ. Well done.
See, she can do math. That's incredible. So what else was in there? Emilia Perez won 2 Oscars.
Yeah, including Zoe Saldana. She picked up the award for Best Supporting Actress, and she's become a viral meme overnight, walking up to the stage because her mum was in the crowd and she's just yelling, "Mummy! Mummy!" as she walks up. And I think that alone, like winning an Oscar, is pretty emotional. Here's a bit of her speech.
The fact that I'm getting an award for a role where I got to sing and speak in Spanish. My grandmother, if she were here, she would be so delighted. This is for my grandmother, Argentina CC. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
It also won, Wicked won for 2 Best Costume Design. I can't get that out. I'm not surprised by that. And Best Production Design. While The Brutalist took home 3, including Best Actor and Adrian Brody. Have you seen The Brutalist?
No, I haven't. I know that it goes for 3.5 hours, so I think that's like a 2-parter for me, I reckon.
Yeah, it'd be a 3-parter for me.
Adrian Brody also, he broke the record for the longest acceptance speech ever.
How
at an
they,
Oscars.
When they realise it's going to start going so long, like you joke and say there's someone with a big hook going to just pull them off. How do they get him off?
They play the orchestra starts playing a bit like this, and this is what happened.
And I'm wrapping up. Please, I'm wrapping up. I will wrap up. Please turn the music off. I've done this before. Thank you. Wonderful. It's not my first rodeo, but I will be brief. I will not be egregious, I promise.
No, you were far from brief, Adrian. You were far from brief.
Why did he decide to talk so long? Did he just have to
He got a lot out.
Yeah,
it was very earnest, and I think it was all about the state of the world and war at the moment, and him very grateful for his parents, for the opportunities in life that have led to him, talking about anti-Semitism and racism in the world at the moment.
Gosh.
So I think it's a bit of a hard one when someone's talking about topics that heavy. Just go, all right, end that midway. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's too hard. Gosh. Conan O'Brien did a great job, right? You loved him.
Conan's the GOAT. Conan, if anyone doesn't find Conan O'Brien funny, you don't have a sense of humour. That's the hill I'm dying on. But he was great. Former writer for The Simpsons. He was a late night show host in the States, if you don't know who Conan was, before Jay Leno screwed him over in that situation. But yeah, he was just on point. He did a great little opening.
I didn't know he was a writer for The Simpsons.
Yeah,
now that you say that, I can see it come up from the credits.
Yeah, Monorail, the Monorail song was a Conan O'Brien piece of writing.
Wow.
Monorail.
It's going to be one of the hardest jobs in the world to host that.
Absolutely. And I think you've got to have someone with that sort of elk. And just speaking of hosts of the Oscars, the presenters for the Best Picture Award was Billy Crystal, who famously hosted the Oscars, 35 years ago, and I think he did it 3 or 4 times. And Meg Ryan, they came out together.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and announced the winner, which was Anora.
Was your favourite musical moment when Wicked?
You could have just pulled the pin after CJ and I were still here at work, and Adam was in the studio, and I was like, Adam, you got to stop radioing. You got to stop doing the radio. We need to watch the opening, and it opened with Ariana Grande doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Red dress that replicated the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz, and on the back of the dress was the heel, so it looked like she was actually wearing the shoe.
Are you kidding?
And after this, Cynthia Erivo, who played Elphaba, came out and she sung Home from The Wiz, which was the musical written by Quincy Jones about that twist on the Wizard of Oz story. And then they launched into a bit of this.
Just you and I defying gravity. With you and I.
No slaps. No slaps this year at the Oscars. Will
No
Smith
slaps.
and Chris Rock, no slaps.
Was Will Smith there?
No, he's been
Is he
banned.
still banned?
He's been banned from attending the Oscars. The only thing that did slap hard was when Ray did her version of Skyfall during the James Bond tribute. This is just...
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth moving in.
Before this, Margaret Qualley, actress, did a dance routine. You had Doja Cat doing Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. Have no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever.
Doja Cat.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And Lisa from Blackpink also doing Live and Let Die.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. But if this ever-changing world in which we're living,
If you missed any of it and you're listening to these performances and you're like, you'll be able to see some of it on YouTube, but 7 Plus still has it up.
Oh, do they? I need
they've
to
got the whole
see it.
thing.
let die.
The awards,
amazing.
The awards are boring, but these performances
Live and let die.
just unbelievable.
So good. And the fashion. Oh my God.
Gina and Maddie.
I saw something rolling around online and I thought this screams Gina Jeffries.
Oh.
Okay, Whitney Houston, I'll Always Love You. Which you always love to tell
love it.
everyone.
Dolly Parton wrote this song.
Yeah.
She had a hit with it many, many years before Whitney Houston.
And for those regular listeners of the show and people who know me in this studio, I have an obsession with songs that have gaps in them.
You do.
Like there's something about a gap in a song.
You have to fill it.
You've got to fill it somehow. Anyway, so I'm not going to fill the gap today. I would like you to hit the beat, Gina Jeffries. Okay, so you hear here, we've got a little bit of it here.
And I wish you joy.
Sorry, I won't sing.
And happiness.
Okay, and it leads into this bit here.
But above all this, I wish you love.
She's going to stop down. And comes back, bang, like that, boom, and then she just belts it out. So,
Okay.
what I thought we could do is, I want you to hit that beat, Gina Jeffries.
Okay.
So I'll lead you in again from
Okay.
that bit, and then it goes to the stop down, and then what you've got in front of you is some very sophisticated equipment. You've got a Tupperware container and a plastic salad serving spoon.
Yes.
You need to hit that container at the time that the beat comes back.
Okay.
All right. And then CJ is going to have a go and so am I.
Okay.
All right. Shane, our boss, absolutely nailed it in the office yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So he won't come and show us live on the wireless?
No. It's good. We're short for time anyway.
Okay,
so that's
okay.
fine. Here we
Give
go.
me a go.
And go for it.
And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish
Here we go.
you love.
Come on, Gina. Let's go. Oh, you know what the best part about that was? How confident she was with it. She was counting the beats. All right, CJ, it's your turn. It's your turn, CJ. All right, you ready? Okay. And now you can do this in the car, all right? If you're driving at the moment, hands on the steering wheel, of course, but use the steering wheel as the beat. You've just got to tap the steering wheel, bang with your hands when you think the beat's coming back. You ready, CJ?
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Here's the lead in.
And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all
Here we go.
I wish you love.
Stop down and then the bang. Here we
All right,
go.
I'm ready.
Absolutely fine. You were gun shy. You got nervous.
delayed.
Okay, all right. All right, hang on. Okay, now it's my turn.
Your turn, Baisley.
Oh, God, okay.
It's really hard
it is
because
tricky.
I'm counting. Because when you listened before, I was like, okay, I think you count to 5 and hit it on the 6, but
Okay,
no.
Here we go.
And I wish you joy and happiness.
Feeling the pressure.
Okay.
But above all this, I wish you love.
All right.
I don't think it's possible.
I think it is. I think we've got to practice more. Let's just check your drive to work, and we're going to do this for the next about 3.5 minutes in the studio.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.